has decided, after much deliberation, to formally announce that there is evidence out there that there is alien activity. The world is currently in a Dyson ball, and the parts of the sky are actually falling. The entire world is going to unite to deal with this issue. And Russia will actually host a World Togetherness meeting to discuss what we can do to deal with this particular issue. Thank you, everybody.
Give more news, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, I know. I guess so. I'll just hand over the mic and let you take it from there.
Thank you, Brett. I just wanted to follow up with our story from last time. The aliens have started communicating with us, and we are currently in negotiations for formally welcoming them into the UN. This will be providing them additional representatives and providing us an opportunity to have good relations with them, and hopefully we are in good hopes that they are feeling the same as us. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mikhail. That's going to be it for us in Russia. We're going to shoot it back over to America, where we have Ryan with his report.
Thanks, Brett. So the big story, of course, is the aliens. I had a chance to speak with Jesse Wordspeaker. Yeah, the aliens are interested in learning, experiencing, augmenting our species, which is a frightening thought. They apparently have the ability to, quote, see into the things that can be and learn from the future. They said they are willing to share this technology in exchange for engineering and xenoscience cubes, which is quite terrifying. In other news, Brazil is working with the aliens on some sort of defensive project. They have invaded Argentina and looks to possibly be setting that project up there.
They moved to Peru.
Oh, they have. Breaking news! We have just heard that they have now moved into Peru, and may be working over there. And our final story is about a corruption in Astral Corp. They had previously broken an agreement with America, and when asked for comment, their CEO said, "We don't like the news."
Want me to run this?
What's up?
Want me to run this?
All right, Brett has another story. Back to Brett.
Hey everybody, I just got off my flight in America, so I'm back. In regards to the Brazil and alien negotiations, I do have this, which is showing the aliens and Brazil handshaking. Clearly there's something going on here. I would be wary. And that's going to be it for this broadcast. We will see you next time. Greg Kerrigan here, GNN, SVP. We have a lot to go through today, so I'm going to maybe speak quickly and butcher a lot of this. First, I'd like to announce that GNN's opening up 70 intern positions next summer.
Turn up the volume.
If you have any referrals, please send them in, or applications, send them my way. We're looking for high quality interns. Anyway, right off the bat, you will see we have the NNA.
That is correct.
Leader?
I am the Grand Exalted Leader of the NNA.
Grand Exalted Leader of the NNA. I'll hand you the mic in a second. He is here to talk about some special developments between the UN and the NNA, so I'll let him take it away.
Do I look directly at?
This would be what you want.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Greetings to humanity. Thank you very much to Brett
You're
for
welcome.
allowing us to be
Happy to have you here.
Thank you very much for welcoming us to your United Nations Council. We are very pleased that you have offered us a seat, and we look forward to advancing your race and our own through mutual trade and understanding.
Sounds good. Is that all you had for us?
I could speak for a great many days.
Okay, yeah, no, I think
What
that
we have to offer.
was a good first. Thank you for that. I'm sure everyone's pleased to hear that you guys are working on something maybe that's mutually beneficial for both of us. Did want to announce that GNN is organizing a visit to NNA's exploration vessel. Russia has announced that they will be going also, and will bring vodka. They're hoping that everyone will show up with them. It sounds like it's going to be a pretty cool party. On that, also Russia, France, Germany, and the United States have joined in for a defensive pact. So should see some strong stuff coming out of that. And if you don't want to be here anymore, you don't have to. But it was great having you. Thank you very much.
This way?
Yeah, that way. Thank you. See you soon. Talk to you soon, I'm sure. Okay, now on to a whole bunch of news. So as you saw last time, I announced Carnival, quite the event. Unfortunately, it looks like things actually went into a little more further chaos as a result. Hopefully next year that's not the case. Looks like Titan and Germany are working together for schools and universities to be created in Germany to, I guess, enhance Germany's, science and tech. So Titan and Germany are working together there. America has claimed the #1 focus right now is to keep global and national terror on as a minimum. That's their first thing, but they're also working on possibly reaching out, building technology to speak with aliens. Looks like Brazil has claimed that Germany and them and the aliens have been working on an EWS system. I spoke with everyone I could in Germany. No one has any idea about this project. So it looks like Brazil might be spreading a few lies there. The aliens do claim to know about the EWS project, though, so that is a real thing. Let's see. Looks like in terms of military movements, there are now 2 alien crews in Brazil. They seem to be friendly, and America also has an alien crew themselves. America is saying that they don't know why they're there, but they are concerned. Also, it looks like the U.S. has moved into the North Atlantic by the request of Germany in order to do some practice drills. So it looks like they're working together there. And it looks like China is only working on R&D. They're currently not making any military movements. And I will say that my military information did come from China. I will say it was a great source. He's a good guy. I'll be working with him in the future, I'm sure. Seemed to be giving me a lot of good information. So from that, yeah, I think that's all for today. See if Ryan has anything he wants to say. Nope, that's all from us at GNN. We'll see you next time.
We got a quick score.
Ladies and gentlemen, round 4 home phase begins now.
Here you go, Chris. Take it away.
Thank you. So, while I was out away on business, I was informed by my CEO that our headquarters in Brazil is currently being occupied by Brazil's military forces for unknown circumstances. I've received word from them that the aliens have plans to demilitarize the Earth before some massive scale event. I'm not sure what. They haven't given me details, but those are the current details I've been given.
Thank you very much, Chris. Frightening news. Do with that what you will. We'll have you back if you have anything for us next time. Thanks
you
for joining us. Okay, on to our normal segment. We do have a lot of news tonight, as usual. So I'll start right off with Brazil is inviting Edney to Carnival, and as usual, everyone else is invited. So please come on, or please head on down if there's something you're interested in. I do have an anonymous quote submitted to us. We're not sure who it's from, but maybe this will come together shortly. The quote is, "Death to all aliens, humans are armed and ready." So, extremely frightening. Hopefully, we figure out who said that and we can maybe straighten that out. I will also say that Germany, I spoke with their president, they are on the forefront on representing humans in alien relations. So we should be seeing good things from them there. I think we can all trust them. I think he's a good guy. Looks like Russia and China have rocket ship ports. So they are actively, China is actively considering using these rockets to go communicate with the aliens, whereas Russia is saying anyone can use them as long as they go through negotiations. So if it's something you're interested in, please hit up Russia. It sounds like they're down to let you use those. This move militarily, it looks like there were no alien movements. And also, we do have something pretty significant that Brazil has spearheaded, where they are, looks like they've got a contract signed by all world leaders here that nobody can pull the bottom pole from our world terror game. So pretty significant. Looks like everyone should abide by this contract. Looks like I spoke a lot about an EWS system previously between Germany, the aliens, and Brazil. Germany claims they still don't know anything about it, so we will go with Brazil lying about that. Also, I have another anonymous tip. Looks like the Zorbatex, or the binary aliens, are space mercs. They operate for money and for xenotech. Currently, they have nobody on contract, and no one has apparently tried talking to them yet. That's an anonymous tip I got, but clearly someone has to be talking to them for me to get that. Unless they give that to me themselves, I don't know. Looks like Brazil has attacked Harmony on the military board, as we just heard from Chris, I think his name was. Excuse me if I'm wrong. Looks like Brazil will not say who ordered that attack, though. I tried to get it out of their military officer. He refused to tell me, but he said we cannot say. If you ask me, I'm going to go with that being from. I'll tell you next time.
Don't give up.
So it looks like that is maybe about. Well, Brazil has tripled up on some forces in Brazil in response to certain attacks that we've heard about. And it looks like I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to our CEO, Ryan. He's going to give you some more information. Here you go, Ryan. Take it away.
Thank you, Brett. I had the fortune to visit the NA in their exploratory ship. Here is a artist representation of what the ship looked like. We had a very pleasant conversation between the leader of the EDNA and the leaders from the countries of Brazil, U.S., France, China, and Russia. The EDNA talked about installing their defensive measures and improving the human's ability to react to threats from ourselves and from other extraterrestrial aliens. He verified that other alien factions are possibly here and are involved in our human affairs. They claim their purpose is to spread peace throughout the galaxy in their various trips through the centers of different different universe galaxies. And overall, it was a very productive meeting with these different leaders, and I look forward to working with the EDNA in the future. All right, this is Ryan O'Neill signing off for GNN. Thank you and good night. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to GNN. In music news, Brazilian pop has hit #1 all over the world. Yay! Unfortunately, though, Brazil has taken steps to nationalize the megacorporation of Harmony, making all other corporations, including GNN, particularly worried. France has proposed a treaty banning boycotting all trade with the Zorbatex. The Zorbatex are apparently invading the Earth and are not to be trusted. Germany scientists have now discovered xenotech. They're calling it tech. And finally, the photo credit from the previous space photo of the alien, I think we can have that come back on the screen in a sec, was taken by the Russian photographer. And in other news, over to Brett.
Thank you very much, Ryan. You're going to be hearing a lot about Brazil tonight, so let's get started. First, we will announce that we have heard there's word of trade agreements between the U.S., Brazil, Germany, and France. Apparently that's mutual. There was a non-aggression agreement between U.S., Germany, Brazil, and France also. But this is actually a limited term pack, so we'll see where that goes in the next few turns. Maybe things will not come to be as friendly as they thought. And why is Russia and China not in that? I don't know. Astral has apparently approached USA with a space mining program for xenotech. As he mentioned last broadcast, he found out that one of the mercenary alien colonies are paid in xenotech, so maybe this could be something to look at. But of course, we have other nations looking into xenotech also. Looks like I got an anonymous tip that Brazil is working with ENNI and that they're currently holding Harmony, which I think we all know. But ENNI is actually constructing a relay system in space, this anonymous tip says, that could destroy the world when used. Let's hope we don't find out. Dynax is fighting against ENNI. They want to free up, Dynax is fighting against ENNI, and with Harmony being held, we're unable to fight back against the ENNI. So let's see. So I've talked to Dynax about what's going on in Brazil. They say that they're currently working to release Harmony. They consider them a fellow corp. They don't like that Brazil is holding up free trade, and also they think that relations will remain friendly after they do successfully release Harmony, which they are confident they can do. It looks, and I also got some information from Brazil and Germany that Harmony is hoping to work with. So this is actually between Brazil and Harmony. Harmony is hoping to work with Brazil for a super soldier program. Apparently, they're happy to work with Brazil. So although things seem malicious, it seems that Harmony is happy to be working with Brazil. Also, they claim that the relay system is a failure. So maybe that we don't have to worry about that. But I have gotten an anonymous tip through Harmony in big 3 letters, SOS. We're being held against our will. Every move we make is being watched, even when we go to the bathroom. We will sell our super soldier project off for our freedom. Please help. So make with that what you will. Unfortunately, they're being watched in the bathroom. Holy crap. So yeah, I think that's about all for tonight's broadcast. We'll see you guys next tomorrow night with something else new for you. Have a good one. Signing off.
Great. Did you have anything on China, Russia, or
It's neutral.
That is the end of round 5.
US. Anyway, monster-looking Kraken Leviathan thing, whatever the heck, Russia did want to attack it, but the UN has decided that this thing will remain in our Atlantic Ocean, terrorizing animals and Free Willy and everything else. So number one, I think our biggest story tonight is that the Brazil military has been destroyed. This has resulted in Harmony being freed. They're currently out in space, and they're working on their super soldier project. They claim to be happy in space. I had a conference call earlier with them. They didn't have any concerns about their current situation. I do also have an anonymous tip that the ENNI batteries that are being used as fuel are actually being used to fuel weapons of mass destruction. We don't have too much on that, but beware that those batteries might not be what they're actually claiming they're for. Number 4 tonight, Titan is rebuilding the Midwest, or I think that story changed. No, Titan is rebuilding the Midwest with USA. This should increase production significantly for US. Looks like China is just in full production mode. They are currently building a space colony project with Titan, so it looks like that should be coming out pretty shortly. And GNN did a global survey of what everyone's favorite megacorp was. Turned out that it is Titan. Titan is everyone's favorite megacorp. Also, in regards to Brazil's current situation, looks like Dynax is defending it. They claim that if ENNI does make a move, they will work to defend humanity at whatever cost. Brazil says that they will not attack, though. ENNI says they will not attack Brazil or Dynax. Currently, the U.S. Midwest is occupied by aliens. They claim they're not worried about this. So we'll see what happens, but they are ready to make a move if necessary. Do have a pretty big story anonymously that the Zorbak aliens are currently housing pets in our oceans. Apparently we're studying those. Not sure if they're dangerous, but apparently the U.S. approves. Maybe that was the Leviathan. Looks like another big story. ENNI is creating secret alliances with every nation individually. If you think you have an exclusive alliance with them, watch out, you don't. Everyone has one. Well, we've heard that from every nation. Apparently, ENNI has built one of their first batteries in Brazil. They're claiming it's for global warming, but with what we've heard these batteries are actually being used for, we're not so sure if that's true or not. I'm calling BS. ENNI has left France, and it looks like another anonymous tip is that Harmony is actually selling their super soldier program to turn nations into zombies to, in turn, take over the world. So this is a trap. If Harmony approaches you, I was told you should decline their offer. They'll give you a ton of money for it, and that zombie project will take over the planet. And I think that's going to be all from me. Until tomorrow, have a good day. I've got too much news.
Too much news. I've got to score it all.
This is the most unorganized newscaster in the world. Dude.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the GNN broadcast. First, we'd like to announce that there's a space elevator built by Titan with China, Germany, and Russia. This was a $40 billion project that took place over the last 2 rounds, and now it is up. A member from Titan says, space is ours now. I got the chance to visit the Zorbatech earlier today. They are claiming that they are refugees, only seeking to build a better life and send resources back to their home planet. They are interested in building the outer net with Germany and China. Titan was instrumental in organizing this project. Finally, Astral is building evacuation ships. They are planning to flee Earth, so things are probably not looking good for the wealthy. At the price of $3 billion, only the most wealthy of us will be able to leave this planet when things go wrong. And speaking of things that are going wrong, there is a giant storm outside of Russia. The Russian military officer has deployed forces to handle this storm, but how do you handle a storm with military weapons? Anyway, we now go over to Brett, who has an exclusive interview with Harmony.
Brett here with GNN. I've got Alec, the CEO of Harmony, on with me tonight. If you could step in your camera. Last broadcast, he broke a story about the Harmony project for super soldiers turning people into zombies, which quite scary. So I've been trying to get the scoop on whether this is real or not. So tonight I have brought with me, like I said, Alec, the CEO of Harmony. He's going to give a little talk about what's going on. And GNN is supporting a project where we are actively investigating whether or not this project is turning people into zombies. We are heavily invested in getting to the bottom of this to bring you guys the accurate news. So Alec, if you want to give a little spiel on this project.
Okay. Thank you. So Harmony Military Solutions has never dealt with zombie viruses. Obviously, with any super soldier serum, there was animal trials that some didn't go that well. It's fine. Or some animal trials didn't go that well when we were developing this drug, and it went through iterations, and that's all this was. It's probably just absolute slander. None of this is true. So, thank you.
Cool, no problem. Thanks for coming on the show, Alec. Go ahead. I've got some additional news, though. So again, Carnival. Hope you guys are all heading down. Brazil is still inviting everyone to show up. They are going to pay for every tab as long as you talk to their president. So please talk to her. She will pay for all your alcohol that night. It looks like I have a report from Dynax that they're going to be favoring the French. I'm not entirely sure what that's about. I forget, but they are favoring the French. Do have some news from Germany, though. Some pretty good news from Germany. So they're opening up 3 embassies in order to facilitate conversation and technology improvement between them and the aliens in order to benefit everyone, all of humanity. They also are opening up something called Leviathan World, which, as you saw from last broadcast, that big, scary, tentacled monster, Germany is opening up Leviathan World off their coast for people to come buy hats, learn about Leviathans, how their tentacles move, and all that kind of stuff. So if you're interested in that, go to Germany and look at a Leviathan up close. No guarantee you're coming back safe. But that's it for tonight. See you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to GNN. We have a special guest tonight, the leader of the EDNE, and he would like to say a couple words.
Thank you very much. Brett, is it?
No, it's Ryan.
Ryan, forgive me.
Brett's the other guy.
I apologize.
I know, we probably look the same. It's all right.
Greetings, people of Earth. Thank you very much for giving us the opportunity to speak to you en masse. I'm not familiar with this technology. I apologize. I am coming to you for several purposes. The first being to alleviate some rumors regarding my race and its involvement in global affairs. We have been accused, is perhaps a strong word, of fostering animosity and hostilities amongst the other alien species. And that is simply not the case. We understand that some of the other alien species may have different goals, they may have different intentions with the planet Earth. However, all we are concerned about is ensuring that humanity is safe from the threat that they might or might not offer. We have no intention of engaging in aggression or any sort of combat with either Earth nations or the other aliens. We simply wish to offer an early warning system and a means of defending yourselves against anyone who might wish you harm. The Endne preach everlasting peace as the greatest gift that the galaxy can receive, and that is our goal. To that end, we have accomplished several goals. First, we have provided a greater nutrient-rich food source, basically improving the yield that your harvests offer, and thus helping to alleviate global hunger. We have also addressed the possibility of ending some of your reliance on fossil fuels, reducing the impact of your global warming crisis, and we have effectively offered this technology to both Brazil and China for the purposes of helping alleviate their reliance on fossil fuels. We have a similar offer extended to several other nations, including France, who is expressing concern over the possibility that these are dangerous. So we've extended the offer for them to study these batteries and ensure that they pose no threat to their population. We also helped Brazil to establish a lunar colony. We helped to deliver that colony to the moon, and the people of Brazil, the government of Brazil, have been very gracious in allowing us to study their base technology and interact with their people for continued cooperation and communication between our peoples. I do believe that addresses the various concerns. Please allow me to correct me if I'm incorrect.
Great.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us, Commander. Right. Now on to the rest of the news.
Thank you. Yep, all good.
The United States has announced that they are offering a free internet to all. A free global internet has now been announced. France has announced that they are testing the batteries, but currently we've heard information that the Zorbatech are currently invading France. So we all of us here at GNN are especially worried about that. I recently got a chance to sit down with the Dynax. The Dynax wanted to share their side of the story, so I'll give some points from them. The Dynax have said that the Zorbatechs are a warlike race and are not to be trusted. Their flagship apparently has reached our planet and are planning to attack us. The Dynax have entered an alliance with the Endne. The Endne is promising only to offer the early warning system, as the Endne commander said, but the Dynax say they plan to fight. The Dynax say they are a group of traitors. The traitors in not traitors as betraying, but traitors as in global trade and facilitating working together, and are offering a super soldier serum to any nation that is willing to join them in the fight and help them establish a galactic police force. Apparently the Zorbatechs were their previous police force, and now they are out of hand. The Dynax have also said this has been their first encounter with the Endne, but they like the Endne a lot. But the most disturbing news is that the Dynax said was their sphere of illusion. This sphere of illusion, the Dynax claim, protected our planet while they were watching us. However, it also prevented us from leaving the Earth or the Moon. We have not been unable to cooperate this sphere of illusion with any of the nations. There's been no. NASA has said that the sphere of illusion doesn't exist, as said, Astral has also said the sphere of illusion does not exist. So I'm not sure how well we can trust the Dynax after all. Anyway, it's dark times here in GNN, but we will go over to Brett with hopefully some more uplifting news.
Thank you, Ryan. Not sure if I have any uplifting news, but at least there's always the opportunity to go to Carnival in Brazil. So if you're feeling down, head on down and have a good time. Like I said, the president is paying for your drinks. But as we saw at the beginning of the turn, it looks like Carnival might just result in a little bit of chaos. Hopefully next year we don't have that issue. On the better news, the USA is at max health, and production is increasing significantly from where it was in the previous turn. So they're looking pretty good. Also, they are helping build a global military defense force. As Ryan mentioned, they do have the free public internet going on, which is a great thing. So they're really doing good things out here in America. Another good news, Germany has completed their weather control device. This is stopping the purple storm entirely. No nation any longer has to worry about it. Apparently this device completely nullifies the effects and it's no longer a threat. Also, in regards to the previous broadcast, we were talking about Brazil's battery issues with the ENE. We didn't know if they were legitimate or not, but we have this report here signed by the Chief of Science of Brazil. Maybe you cannot see it at all.
Looks legit.
But basically, Brazil has had a 50% decrease in CO2 emissions. Currently in talks with China to get that implemented there. So as they have visited or they have seen the battery's production and can confirm that it is not in use for any sort of weapon of mass destruction and is only for this project of CO2 reduction. Harmony has, I think we mentioned a little bit, but it is not producing zombies with their Super Soldier project. There was an external audit conducted, and it has been proven that these tests or these vials are not creating zombies. It looks like we did talk about a little bit the Zorb attacks on France. Dynax is defending, and they intend to defend as long as possible. USA ramping up on military. The aliens have left because USA is so scary. They're like, we're getting out of here. And China is just focusing strictly on development. So that's going to be. Oh, wait. We have some breaking news. Apparently, France has had touchdown with the aliens, and all of their defense or all of their tech developments are completely ravaged and have turned upside down and are now only detrimental to France. So all of the technology is malfunctioning. France is currently in a state of chaos, and they are in deep trouble. So hopefully we can see this get resolved soon. Everyone might need to come together to stop this. But as it stands, France is effed. So, yeah, it looks like that's all I have for tonight. We'll see you guys tomorrow with another epic news story. Have a good one.
Good evening. This is GNN. Chaos is everywhere. It's dark, dark times. The secret black projects are appearing all over the world. Astral and Titan are specifically have been working to censor the free press in order to in preventing us from getting any information on their secret, possibly evil black projects. Fortunately, the ENE have brought a happiness project to the war-torn area. Our correspondent at the scene, Brent, has more.
Hey everybody, Brett here. So speaking of the ENE, we do have the Grand Exalted Leader with us tonight. He's going to come on and speak a little bit about what their mission is and maybe clarify a little bit how they are here for peace and prosperity for the entire world. So we'll hear what he has to say. Come on, Grand Exalted Leader.
Thank you, Brett. So, as we discussed in the last broadcast, we rushed the completion of one of our batteries so that we could install it on French soil, allowing them to deal with their energy crisis needs and hopefully get their infrastructure back up and online as quickly as possible. So that should serve, I hope, as an indication that our people truly are here for peaceful and prosperous reasons. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Grand Exalted Leader. GNN wants to confirm again that the ENE are not here for malicious purposes. The batteries are indeed here for only beneficial reasons, mutually beneficial. So we want to get that out to everybody. You no longer need to be afraid of the ENE. They are entirely friendly and are here for our mutual benefit. So I want to thank you again, Grand Exalted Leader, and that's all for tonight's broadcast. See you tomorrow.
Thank you all.
Good evening, everybody. GNN here, Brett with GNN. Tonight we have some big news. First on the list is the super soldiers from Harmony are being deployed. The project is looking very solid. and looks like the soldiers are ready to be deployed. So we should see those coming in soon to be able to defend us from any threats we might see. Everyone can feel pretty safe knowing those are out there. Brazil, let's talk about Carnival again. Apparently, Carnival is just popping and solving global warming. So if you want to show up, there's no reason not to. Please show up. It should be happen in time. Looks like we have France developing planet busters. They are apparently pissed off at the Zorbatex for destroying their country. So they're developing these UN-backed planet busters. They're not happy. UN has declared war against the Zorbatex, and France is fully invested in bringing these planet busters into existence. They're pretty mad. Looks like Brazil has backed GNN. They apparently love us, and they think that the German news network is untested. They claim that GNN, the global news network, should be your source of information. China has apparently colonized Jupiter. Not just the moons, but the planet itself has been colonized. So pretty strong move by China. Looks like we should see some good things from them in the future. Looks like Russia is apologizing, or I wouldn't say apologizing, but they said that their recent fiasco with the NA was a bit of a misunderstanding. So they're back into a negotiation phase with the NA to see if maybe they could work something out. So maybe hold off on what I said last time about them kicking the NA out, but we'll see what happens there. Also, America fully trusts GNN. So as you've seen, we've got some backing for your best news source. Hope you appreciate it. I got Ryan coming in with some news stories.
Hi, thanks, Brett. I recently got a chance to talk with the Direct Tech alien race, and they have made the claim that the Directs has previously attacked and obliterated their home planet. That's why they're seeking refugees from on our planet. And once again, the alliance between Titan and Astral has been making moves to censor the news and in general doing bad black site projects. That's all the news tonight. Thank you. Well, we got breaking news. More breaking news.
We have some serious breaking news that I've just got from the NA. It apparently seems that the NA have brought Mahatma Gandhi back to life. He is currently, or he will be in India shortly. Is that Mahatma Gandhi or Mahatma Gandhi? Gandhi, sorry, I don't know. Anyway, being resurrected in India, he will be in England shortly. So we should see that coming from the NA soon. Yeah, hopefully on a tour for world peace. That's what I've heard. We'll see what happens. So breaking news tonight. We'll catch you guys again tomorrow. Have a good one.
Stand by. We have one more news story from my competitors. Stand by. Stand by. Okay, now we're live. Okay.
All right. Welcome to the initial broadcast of Galactic Independent News. We were formed just because we were concerned of only getting news from one source. We prefer to independently verify all news, and we think that the more media there is out there, the better for everyone. I did get a quote from GNN. They told me that they bought Harmony because they trust its goals and because they didn't know what else to do with the money. We have confirmed that Russia and Brazil have a lunar base. We will be looking into the claims about the Jupiter base for China. And then we've been Titan and Astral told us they don't entirely trust the super soldier serum. So Germany has been working with them to create an anti-super soldier serum. It's in development. We'll see. It's just in case, because if we have something that could harm everyone on Earth, we want to make sure we can stop it if needed. Thank you very much for joining us for our first news brief.
Of the Dynax, a race, the human race now the Dynax on the galactic stage. This will accelerate trade relations and declare you a member of the galactic UN with the other civilizations of this galaxy. through admittedly, though admittedly it will make you enemies of the Zorbatex outside of Earth. We are willing to discuss any terms of this action and fulfill them to the best of our ability. So you can see this has been signed by the Dynacs themselves. Quite the statement. Clearly this should incite some sort of fear that the Zorbatex cannot be trusted, which maybe we already knew. And we do have 2 guest speakers today, or we do have 2 people coming on. First, I will bring out Brazil, who would like to make a statement. So I'll go ahead.
Pirate radio. You've been pirate radio. Pirate radio. Pirate broadcast. It's happened. Get it out of here. Get out. Pirate radio. Everybody out that's not Astral Titan. Seriously? Seriously?
Yeah.
We did a project.
Go.
We're controlling the radio.
Do we need to move over?
Yeah, we need to move over. Are we live? This is live?
Yeah.
Hello, Earth and related aliens in our airspace. This is a broadcast from Astral Titan, the newest, biggest megacorp on the block. We'd like everybody to know Astral Titan is all about, news, Titan, thank you, big industry, space elevators, and bringing humanity into the galaxy. Earth is ascending. We will not be bullied around by aliens in their packs, aliens in their lies, and aliens in their seats. Earth is rising. Beware us and swag. Anything Astral?
Pretty much all the same stuff. It's a new era. It's Earth Ascendant.
Yes, this is going to be the era that we will unify the nations, we will rebuild France and Brazil, and we will be sovereign. Thank you very much. Bye, Astral Titan.
Whoa. Broadcast going in.
We're back, baby.
Run it! Do it live. Wait, are we live?
Yeah.
How does this piracy work? Do you know how piracy works?
I don't know, it's something about Astral hijacking satellites. Wait, I'm Astral.
Yeah, Astral Titan controls the satellites, and we will not, if you guys want to see what Titan and Astral controlling the news looks like, this is what it looks like. GNN is fake news, we proved it, that's a PR hit for them. This is what it looks like when we control the news.
I mean, apparently we censored the news and bullied GNN and stuff, so why not make it true? Let's do this.
This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like when Titan and Astral controls the news. We will not be bullied.
90 seconds.
90 seconds left. Buy our fleets. Defend Earth. Let Earth stay a sovereign planet. We will go to that galactic union on our own terms.
Yeah, why do we need the Dynacs to get in the Galactic UN? We have our own UN. And it kind of sounds like they're ripping off our own idea to make us more, join them? I mean, what the fuck's the Galactic... What's up with the Galactic UN?
Yeah, like we need another UN. We have the original OG UN.
OG UN is best UN.
Earth Ascending. I'll drop the mic, but I won't because it's a nice mic. That went well. Yes.
Breaking news from Galactic Independent News.
Cut.
Woo! We do this live.
Where's the other
Let's just all crowd back.
All right, everyone in.
All right.
Whoop, whoop.
All right.
Everyone comes from the megacorp.
Oh, coming at you live. We have 2 major stories tonight. One. Can you see it? Well, that's because the camera's backwards. Jin and Germany are the devil. Next, Brazil has claimed Mars. Big developments there. Also, in other news, Genghis Khan has been resurrected by Gandhi and has taken over Serbia. And I think that's all from me at GNN. Now we're going to give it over to Ryan.
Sure.
Or actually,
GNN is now
it's
Titan.
now officially Titan.
So now it is.
Again,
Astral Titan has now bought out GNN and Harmony. The mega corporations are now an entity. We are sovereign. We never forgive, never forget.
Don't mess with the media.
Yeah, you work for us. Attention, you work for us.
That's it.
Yep.
How did GIN get on here?
We have a space station and a colonial ship, so we have ways to transmit stuff.
Such things are true.
Go ahead. Hello and welcome from Galactic Independent News Network. We came in here today to make sure that the truth was told, and that's the only reason. We want to make sure that people hear the truth. Germany has moved to space just in time. The EMPs destroyed all electronics in the northern hemisphere. China has moved to Jupiter. Russia is considering relocating to the moon. And the Dynex helped rescue Titan and the top of this space elevator. Leviathans were activated by the Zorbatek and are wreaking havoc on the world. And Genghis Khan just got captured by Russia. Thank you, and I hope you all stay safe out there.
Here's some real news. And now for some real news.
The realest.
I'm sorry you had to sit through that. Anyway, China has built a colony ship that can hold 1 billion people. They have left Earth. So China is currently up in space with a ship that can hold 1 billion freaking people. I don't know how. As you all know, thank you, Astral, for the tech. Ende has apparently crashed in the elevator, which everyone's aware of at this point. Russia, which they wanted to come up here and talk about this. Maybe you're here.
Yes.
Please, Russia. And he brought shots for everybody. Let's pour some. If anyone wants one, the broadcast is open to anybody.
What is this? It's impossible.
Okay.
Pull it out. Pull it out.
Oh, okay. It's a cork.
Breaking news.
Here we go.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. It's a cork. There's a shot.
Здравствуйте.
There we go.
Goal
Here we go. Just
of international fun.
Two shots. That's it. Just you and me, huh? Okay.
We have many more shots.
Yeah, we got a whole bottle.
Okay. Wait, before.
Okay.
Cheers. Hey, this is you and me.
This is you too.
Cheers.
The People's Republic of China would like in on the shots.
Get in here, China.
Shots.
More shots.
I feel like we've lost control of this broadcast.
Anyway, Russia would like to talk about the new amusement park. Please talk about it. Here, I'll hold
Goal of international fun on the moon.
On the moon.
Rides. Cotton candy. Swan ear. Gribyosh. Vodka. All nations. All media. All elf. Xenomorph. Alien.
Wow.
Everyone welcome. We wish to welcome everyone to the moon.
We came thinking we would need to take over, but
Oh,
we
boy.
want to
Get
go.
out of here.
We want to go to the amusement park.
Show the gun. A golden gun. Holy shit, China.
People's Republic of China has escaped. We have land for everyone. Russia's welcome. Please come join us. You know, don't find us, we'll find you. And you guys don't follow me.
Am I dead?
If you follow me.
Oh, okay, good. I'm not
Breaking
following you.
news. Fred's not dead.
Breaking news. Fred's alive. All right.
So no shot, China?
No shot. She took a shot.
No shot.
She took a shot.
Oh, okay.
She took a shot. She didn't shoot. She took a shot. She did not shoot anybody though. So please visit Russia's amusement park. Grab a cotton candy while you're there. And I have some breaking news apparently. Let's see what this says. Okay, yeah, I can't read that.
Sure.
Please, here's your light.
Yes, thank you, Brett. Thank you, Brett.
Coming out of retirement.
Coming out of retirement, it's back to Ryan O'Neal. All right. So we have breaking news. The tether breaking off from the elevator has rotated around the Earth and is now actually hitting Brazil. Not as other news nations have reported that Africa. The Earth actually turns the other way. Some scientists got it wrong. And then the other breaking news is India and France have joined the Diaxis.
Whoa!
So they're working with zombie Mahatma Gandhi and
Genghis Khan.
and zombie Genghis Khan. So I'm sure that'll make some interesting stories there.
Wow.
But I'm retiring to my multiple houses in
fucking America
in California. I've got a penthouse on the moon and a mansion in Jupiter. So this is Ryan O'Neal signing off.
Forever.
Forever.
Forever. Bye, everybody. Thank you for watching our broadcast. We appreciate it. GNN is done. And GIN sucks.